Avenged Sevenfold just released a new song called We Love You. And this is from their new album, Life Is But a Dream, the follow-up to their other single called Nobody. That was a song I thought was very weird, kind of like this post-metal type of song. When I saw this released, I actually listened to it around 2 o'clock in the morning. I woke up in the middle of the night, and I looked at my phone, and I noticed there's a new Avenged Sevenfold single. So I put on my headphones, and I'm thinking, let me check it out. It's a 6-minute song, and I'm listening to it, and it goes through these different sounds and changes and stages, and it's hard to describe. So I'm thinking, let me make a short video about it. But no, I'm going to need more than 60 seconds for this. So I'm going to do this long form style and break it down. I'm going to tell you how I feel about the song, and I'll give you my thoughts on what I expect of this new album, which will be coming out next month. I think it's about like 2 weeks from now. So the first 30 seconds of the song is there's this very fast drum beat. M Shadows starts to sing in more of a higher range. Now I remember, like, from the last song, people were saying that his voice sounds a little strange or strained, and right off the bat you can tell he's having some trouble hitting some of the higher notes. But so far it sounds like this combination of Nine Inch Nails and a progressive rock band. So keep in mind we're only 30 seconds into the song. And for the next 30 seconds, it continues to sound like Nine Inch Nails again. And M Shadows is doing more of this spoken thing. It kind of reminds me of like Trent Reznor or something like that. They're saying something like more power, more money, or something along those lines. And this goes on for like 30 seconds, and then you hear, this is all like behind or on top of this heavier industrial metal type of riff. In the third part of the song, keep in mind, we're only a minute and a half into the song, but it goes into this more of a traditional Avenged Sevenfold type of song, where it switches back to that industrial section, and it says that more wants and more needs and things like that. At the 2-minute mark, they go into this atmospheric passage. It kind of reminds me of a combination of Pink Floyd and Muse, with like soft singing and a dreamy atmosphere. Then they go into this very heavy, like Pantera-style groove metal section, where they're playing really fast. You got the aggressive, heavy vocals, the fast drum beat, heavy guitar riffs, and this goes right into this guitar solo by Sinister Gates. His solos are always very good. I mean, he's a really great guitarist, so there's no complaints here. At this point, we're halfway through the song, and they keep returning back to that section where they go with like the more money, more power, and things like that. And they continue with what I'm calling the traditional Avenged Sevenfold style. I guess this kind of serves as the chorus, even though it's kind of hard to find a traditional structure in the song, but we'll call it the chorus. Now at the 4.5-minute mark, the song turns into this acoustic ballad with just acoustic strumming and M Shadows singing in a more traditional style. This is the part of the song that reminds me of Pink Floyd again. The lead guitar playing is played on an acoustic, and it's a style that reminds me a lot of like David Gilmour. Think of the song like Wish You Were Here from that album. So now that's how the song ends. So the entire runtime is 6 minutes and 15 seconds. The music video, of which I've been showing clips of throughout this video, is a VR 360-degree video where you can move it around with your mouse. You can do this either on your desktop or you can do it on your phone. So it's actually pretty cool to watch and move around while you're listening to the song. But now let me take a minute or so to talk about my expectations for this new album. I think it's going to be a very divisive type of album. I think people are either going to love it or hate it. It's going to be unlike any Avenged Sevenfold album that we've ever heard, and it's going to be like a lot more progressive than The Stage. And that already came out 7 years ago. So what do we know from this new album, Life Is But a Dream? It's going to be 11 songs, and I noticed the 2 singles, Nobody and We Love You, are tracks 3 and 4. Those are some of the longer songs, but I'm looking at the track list. Like, there are a few songs that are in the 2 to 4 minute range, and then more that are in like the 5 or 6 minute range. So we get like different types of songs. These 2 singles were kind of like the longer songs, so I don't know. I'm expecting this to be very divisive. That's my thoughts. So let me know in the comments what you thought of this new single and expectations for Life Is Better as a Dream, or whatever. Life is a Better Dream. Life is But a Dream. That's what it's called. So anyway, I'll see you in the next one, and here's a link to my thoughts on Nobody. It's a short video, so I'll see you in the next one.